Hey, what's good? It's your boy Dice. Yo, we here in the Philippines, man. One of my subscribers, they kind of reached out to me. I'm about to take a flight, go back home in another 2 days. So my subscriber, they reached out to me and told me in her community, there are a couple of kids with like medical conditions like cancer, heart disease, cerebral palsy, all kinds of stuff, man. You know, and it kind of broke my heart when she told me their ages. But I said, before I leave, let me try and do something nice for them, you know? So I'm here at the supermarket. Well, actually, I'm going to the supermarket. I'm gonna try to pick up some diapers, some wipes, maybe a little toy or something, you know? And we're gonna visit these kids one by one at their home. And we're gonna drop off the diapers, the wipes, maybe some milk, whatever it is, man. You know? I'm so speechless right now, man. The stories I heard, the things I heard about these kids, it kind of really broke my heart, man. Anyway, man, let me do a little shopping. Alright? Yo, let's get into the video. Alright, man, so we're done with our shopping. Check this out. We got like this little gift box here that had like, I don't know, milk, some cereal, you know. We got some diapers, some milk, some wipes. Yo, we got like 11 kids, man. So we're gonna be going to like 11 houses, you know what I mean? So yo, we got all the supplies. Yo, let me go pay for this stuff and let me get up out of here. Alright, let's go. Yo, so we here. We at the first spot. You know, we have 11 houses to hit. You know, 11 children that we're gonna go see. So we're at the first spot right now. And the girl over here, her name is Sky. So Sky here has cerebral palsy and epilepsy. Sky?
Yes po.
Can you tell me what's the challenges and difficulties you face in this situation?
Marami po. Una po dyan, financially, mahirap po financially kasi marami silang pangangailangan, medical expenses, saka yung mga basic needs nila. Since hindi siya nakakakain ng mga solid food, nag-ano lang siya, nakadepend lang siya sa milk, formula po. Tapos, hindi siya nakakakain ng solid food. Mga blended food lang po yung kinakain niya. So, bukod po sa financial problem, yung kapag inaatake sila ng sakit nila, yung epilepsy. So, yun yung isa sa pinaka mabigat na inaano namin na kailangan magpakatatag ka. Kasi kapag nakikita mo siyang inaatake, yung nangingitim siya, nangingisay, tapos madalas yung pneumonia kasi nakahiga lang sila. Makikita mo na nahihirapan sila, napakasakit, to susugod mo sa ospital. Mga biglang pangyayari na yung hindi sila kanina, yung makikita mo na lang na parang walang response. Yung akala mo na baka yun na yung time na yung parang wala, kahit gano'n. Parang gano'n. Natatakot ka. Kahit na paulit-ulit na nangyayari yun, hindi mo masasabi na kailangan sanay ka na. Kasi buhay ng anak mo. Hindi mo alam kung hanggang doon na lang siya. Diba? Napaka-hirap po. Saka, pati na rin yung tingin sa amin ng ibang tao na minsan
Okay lang.
akala ginagamit namin yung anak namin para tulong. Pero sila naman talagang dahilan kung bakit nanghihingi kami. Hindi naman kami manghihingi ng para sa sarili natin, hindi para sa anak namin. So, yun lang. Yung mga challenges na nakikita sa loob ng hospital, hindi nila nakikita. Hirap na nakikita lang mga blessing na natatanggap namin. Maswerte daw kami kasi may mga nagbibigay. Maraming nagbibigay. Pero hindi nila alam. Yung sitwasyon na nasa ospital sila, makikita mo bawat usok ng karayom. Iyak sila. Yung buhay nila na hindi mo alam kung hanggang saan. Marami, sobrang dami. Saka yung, siyempre di ba hindi lang sa anak, yung pagsubok. Sa pamilya din, meron ka rin kinakarap sa sarili mo. Yun, lahat talagang titiisin mo. Ayun po.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yo, so we're going to the next house right now. This next kid we're gonna meet, his name is Lorenzo. So Lorenzo has something called hydrocephalus. I've never heard this before, but hydrocephalus is something where they have fluids, fluids filled inside your brain, which causes the skull to increase in size, like the head gets bigger.
Yung challenges na kinakaharap mo, tsaka yung gaano kahirap sa ganitong sitwasyon.
Doon po. Diyan siya nakakapagsalita ng matuwid. Kumbaga sa kanila.
Tabi po kayo sa kanya na. Ulitin ko na lang. Kayo na lang po yung sumagot. Ulitin ko na lang yung tanong. Ano po, ulit, tanong ko po ulit. Ano po yung challenges saka kung gaano kahirap na pinakaharap nyo ngayon sa ganitong sitwasyon?
Mahirap lalo na yun na yung parang may kapansanan din dahil like donor natin na. Ang sinukuha ko lang dito yung kahit na supportan sa gatas, diapers, okay naman siya. Eh nung balak nga namin sana siyang operahin, kailangan mag-produce yung kami ng 300. Wala naman kami berang ganun. Hindi din naman basta mahihingi sa mga politika. Kaya inito na namin.
Alright, so we're gonna meet the third kid now. The third kid's name is Aaron. Aaron is 12 years old, and he also suffers from hydrocephalus.
Tsaka yung mga ibang paghirap nyo, yung challenges na kinakaharap nyo sa ganitong sitwasyon.
Kumpara po sa normal na bata. Doble po. Kasi po, hindi siya nakakasalita. Hindi po siya nakakapaglakad. Kumbaga ako po yung bibig, kamay, lahat po. Para sa normal na bata, mas mahirap po talaga. Hindi po siya nakakakaya mag-isa. Lahat po.
May natatanggap naman po kayo financial or medical assistance galing sa government.
Madalang po. Sobrang dalang. Pero swerte po kapag po nakakaano, may mga nagbibigay.
So we just met Aaron. Yo, it really breaks my heart, man, to see kids like this, man. I hope I'm able to make it to the other 8 kids that are waiting, I'm telling you, man, I don't know how I'm gonna feel after this is done, But it's really changing my brain, my heart, my whole way of thinking, my whole perspective of life, It just changed, man. Let's get to the 4th kid, man. I'm gonna see you there. Let's get it. Can you tell us, like, maybe some of the challenges you face?
Challenges. So many challenges, especially in finances. Because I'm the one taking care of my son. I have no sufficient fund. I only have some buy and sell. Like that, the butane refilling, butane refill.
Oh, so you do like butane refilling? Okay,
Yes,
Ah, okay. So that's what you do for work?
yes, and it's not sufficient.
Right. And do you have other children?
I have two.
Two more children.
One is college, and the other one is high school.
College and high school.
My wife passed away last 2 years,
Oh, for the year then.
August.
So all the responsibility is on you.
Yes. He is now 8 years old.
8 years old.
This coming 23.
Oh, this month?
Yes.
Oh, wow, his birthday's coming.
Yes.
Wow. Yo, so this was RJ. Check it out. I'm just gonna show you their house. This is the house they live in. You know? So RJ's father, he was explaining to us how his wife passed away 2 years ago and all the responsibility of the children fell on him. So the next kid we're gonna meet, his name is John Joseph. He also suffers from cerebral palsy. So we're gonna go inside and give him some of the stuff that we got for him. All right? Let's go meet John Joseph. For you. This is for you.
Ano po yung mga pagsubok na kinakaharap nyo tsaka yung gaano kahirap sa ganitong sitwasyon?
Sa pagpapaligo ko sa pagbubukas sa kanya. Sa kanya pagbuhat, nabigat na po eh.
May kapatid.
Kasi paegis mo, ano niya yung paa. Pag nahirapan kami mag-ano,
Umaga sinagaling niya pipain na kailangan po.
matigas na.
Hindi po kailangan rin yung tao. Dapat po dalawa.
May kapatid po siya.
Wala po. Pamangkin ko po siya. Yung mama niya po nasa ibang bansa. Tapos na ano, tumakas sa akin. Kaya po dinala na ako ng 4 months na.
All right, so the next kid we're gonna meet, his name is Alexander. Alexander, he's 2 years old, and he's been bedridden for a while now. You know, apparently he drowned or something, and while he drowned, a lot of fluid went in his brain. So he's two years old?
Saan po siya nalunod?
Ayun po, ayun po yung may
Malapit lang? Pwede niyo po sa amin pakita mamaya. Bakit po siya nalunod?
Mga bata po kasi may parang makikita nyo namin. Pangalawang ano na rin ako yan. Yung una, nakita ko natasalan siya. Ayun, yung pangalawa, naano na natin yun, si Al.
Gaano po katagal bago niyo siya nakita na nalunod? 15 minutes. Sino po yung nakasagip sa kanya?
Bata niya pong pinsan, sinabi niya sa tito niya po.
Buti na safe po
Kasi,
siya.
ano kasi niya, wala sa maray. Kasi bato po yun yung mga gano'n.
Nauntog siya sa bato. Gano'n na po siya katagal na naging bedridden?
Nagsambuan na ulit po kami sa DGX. Pero nakasin po siya.
3 months. 3 months. Ngayon 3 months pa. 3 weeks.
Kung nagising na po, dire-diretso naman.
Pero bago lang po, kailan lang po siya nalunod?
Noon pa sinulunod. March pa po.
Po? March. Nung March pa. Ngayon pong March this year?
Itong March na po, bali 3 months na po kami na.
Okay.
Ako po sa dati po siya matigas.
Yo, so the next kid we're gonna meet, her name is Angela. Angela is 17 years old. And Angela, she suffers from like having seizures and also lack of oxygen in the brain, you know? So she's bedridden. You know, so we're gonna go see Angela and give her some of the stuff that we got for her.
Tatanong ko po sa inyo, ano po yung mga pagsubok na kinakaharap niyo tsaka gaano kahirap yung sa ganitong sitwasyon?
Sobrang hirap. Pero hinakaya at kakayanin pa rin. Totoo po. Dati na siyang may epilepsy nung baby siya. The next day nag-seizure po siya. Ngayon lumaki naman siya normal. After 1 year na try siya may epilepsy. Hanggang 15 years old, normal siya. Nakakakain ng okay. Nakakapagluto pa po siya ng pagkain niya. Nag-aaral siya, naglalaro. Ang kalaro niya mas bata sa kanya. Kasi yun ang gusto niya. Tapos nung magsi-16 na siya, seizure, biglang sobrang sakit ng ulo niya. Tapos nasa abroad po kasi ako noon, papa niya lang tsaka mga kapatid niya. Tapos nakikita ko siya, sigaw po siya ng sigaw. Nagmumura na nga siya sa sobrang sakit ng ulo niya. Then dinala po siya sa ospital, sa Orani. Doon, sabi ng doktor agad sa amin, critical po siya. Dinala siya doon, hindi lang siya masweruhan, sinabihan po kami critical po ang anak niyo. So nag-decide kami itakbo po ng malaking hospital. Tapos doon po sa malaking hospital, sabi may COVID siya. Na COVID pa daw siya nung ano na yun. Tapos yun po, dinala na siya isolation. Pero medyo okay pa siya noon na hindi pa siya ganito. Tapos nandun kami almost one month. Dahil umuwi na po ako kasi nakita ko siya ganito, hindi ko kayang malayo ako. Tapos ganito yung anak ko. Nasa Dubai po ako ngayon. Hindi ako natutulog. Talagang sinabi ako na kung ganito, ganyan. Mabait mga po sila. Binili ako agad ng ticket para makauwi. Sila lahat ang nag-provide. Ayun, nung umuwi ako, tapos after nung naghihintay na lang po kami ng swab test na maging negative para ilipat kami sa ibang room, sa ibang ward. Nung pong natulog siya ng June 5, hindi na siya gumising. June 5 ng gabi, nilipat siya ng striker, wala siyang reaction.
Anong year po yun?
2023. May, bali June 2023, June 5 ng gabi. Yeah, thank you po at God bless po sa inyo. Sana po mas marami pa kayo matulungan. Thank you po. Thank you. Follow my Angela's homemade peanut butter. This is help for my daughter. And please buy peanut butter for my daughter. Thank you.
All right, guys. So Angela's mom, she makes these peanut butter. She puts them in jars and she sells them. You know, I'm gonna put the link in the description. So anybody who's interested to help out, buy some peanut butter, you guys can check out the link and get in touch with Angela's mother. Next up, we're gonna meet Ivo. Ivo is 5 years old and he suffers from hydrocephalus. That's like the third or fourth kid we met today with hydrocephalus. So yo, let's go meet Ivo.
What is your name? My name is Austin Ivo Miranda. How old are you? I'm. How are you? Are you good?
Good.
1 plus 1. 2 plus 2. 4 plus 4. 8 plus 8. 16 plus 16. 32 plus 32. 64
Wow.
plus 64. 1, 2, 128 plus 128. 2, 5, 6. Very good. Ano yung gusto ng mansanas? Eh, yung saging? Eh, yung ubas? Eh, yung kambing?
Wow, good job.
Good job.
Wow, you're so smart.
Really?
You're so...
Very good ka ba? Nasaw yung kuya. Madaldal.
Yeah, so we just met Ivo. He's like super smart, man. He's like talking, he answers questions, and he's doing math equations. He was doing some math equations. I would need like a calculator or something to do that, man. He's like super smart. He even sang a song for us. Yo, like he was so cute, man. But yeah, unfortunately, for this disease, there is no cure, man. This is something that he's gonna have to live with, you know? It's really sad to see, man. Yo, so I'm with Joy here, the president of Little Miracles of Bataan. You know, she does some great work helping out kids all over the place. And thank you for reaching out to me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much too.
She reached out to me. She took me around. You know, we helped a couple of kids, but there's a lot more that need your help. So I'm gonna put her link in the description, or you can reach out to me, and maybe we can help some more kids out together. All right? Thank you so much, Joy. Thank you.
So much po.
Thank you.